nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Eddie Pinheiro's got it teed up, and off we go from Soldier Field. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. First carry for Nick Chubb. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Have some of this.
Have some of this. All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 65 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. Now whistles come in, we're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky, being chased out left. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken at the 37. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
4 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Down and 10 yards to go.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Bears.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete.
Taywan Taylor, 75 yards. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Browns 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
The connection made. It's Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 30.
First down. Here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. The first throw for the backup Foles. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4. 2 yards.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone, and he gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Foles. This is caught by Ginn. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And some room to work. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A shotgun snap for Keenum. This is caught. It's Dearness Johnson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's Foles. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught at the 20.
That's all you got?
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kadarrell Hodge, 64 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6.
The kick is good.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Foles. Again has it complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
We live for
and
this.
Now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He's going up top for Taylor. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, but it'll be 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Browns 42, Bears 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
To throw again on second down. Foles. It's brought in by Harris. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's taken down at the...
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line.
Number 29.
Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Cohen. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. We ain't giving up nothing today. 18, pioneer. Here we go. 50.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
45, 17, 45. What's the run?
They go play action here on first down. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge.
Keenum's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Hodge.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 43-yard line.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
39-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2nd and 6.
35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Keenum. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line.
Gain of 14.
His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
David
A
Njoku.
22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are pouring it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Score Browns 49. Bears 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Brought down at the 42-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Browns' 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Foles. Got a man open, it's Wims. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. 16 yards, a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears claw one back. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
I know what the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored can benefit someone.
Browns 49. Bears 20.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the fourth quarter. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Ted Ginn, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown.
Good.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a first and 10. Now, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up second and 7.
Tackled at the 20.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. Right now, they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Off the play fake, Keenum. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Play action. It's Keenum. Past the 20. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Keenum. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Damian Ratley there to make the grab. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for this fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chad Thomas bringing the power on the sack.
The tackle made back.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Ted Ginn Jr.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63. Bears 27.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this showing really not a good one on either side of the ball, but still 3 more preseason games to follow and a lot to play for here for the guys on the field now as they're hoping to secure that roster spot. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Browns 70. Bears 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Mike 50. We got to get it.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, D.
After the interception, here's Keenum. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?